Jordan Peterson has lived in Trudeau's Canada, but he thinks that the UK takes the top spot for taking away free speech. He thinks that in the UK we have gone further than anywhere else in the West, taking away freedom of speech. This is him speaking to GB News at Trump's inauguration. Take a listen.
What do you make of Keir Starmer's attacks on freedom of speech?
It's exactly what you'd expect from someone who holds his position. It's nothing new. I think in the UK, things have gone farther in the UK on the, what would you say, with regards to threats to freedom of expression than maybe anywhere in the West, although Canada's doing its best to play catch-up, maybe New Zealand. It's in keeping with his ethos. It's not surprising and it's appalling.
Absolutely shocking. He's lived in Canada, but he thinks Britain is even worse. Okay, a lot of us here in Britain, a lot of people have got their head in the sand and saying, oh, it's not that bad. It's only if you say something really extreme that you'll be in trouble. The people who have got a bit of outside perspective and in a different country, they're looking at the UK and thinking, blimey, these people have really got their knickers in a twist. What on earth is going on in 1984 Britain?
Does it surprise you that Keir Starmer doesn't want a national inquiry into grooming gangs?
No, that doesn't surprise me. It's exactly what you'd expect. I've got an article coming out in the Telegraph this week about exactly that issue, and so it's appalling. Well, there's hard questions that need to be asked about and answered about multiculturalism, and no one's willing to have the discussion, but it needs to be had, obviously.
And they're still not willing to have that discussion. The public are willing to. The public desperately want a national inquiry. But the politicians are still running scared because they care more about their reputations and not being called racist than doing the right thing for the young children in this country.
And I think there's maybe a way forward with regards to the signatories of the Abraham Accord to have a serious discussion about how Islamic fundamentalism might be brought under control and some vision of how the Islamic and Judeo-Christian world could be integrated. No one wants to have that conversation yet.
What does it say about the state of morality in Britain that grooming gangs were taking place for more than 3 decades?
No, that's what happens when a naive, demented, and self-righteous multiculturalism takes the upper hand, and when the upper class is willing to sacrifice the poor to their own moral presumptions. Yeah, it's appalling in every possible way. So, and it indicates, it's indicative of something truly hideous beneath the surface, not only on the rape gang side, but obviously on the side of the authorities that conspired to keep it a secret. Dreadful, pathological, inexcusable.
So there we go. Pretty shocking words there from Jordan Peterson, and you can see how demoralised he is by what has happened in Britain. He seems really sad and upset there, as we should be. We should be sad about the fact that we are living in a society where we all just stand back, or at least officials do, stand back and allow little girls to be raped so that it doesn't challenge community cohesion, multiculturalism. It's messed up. We won't allow people to tweet facts often because we're worried that it might incite violence. Anything that is, we saw people arrested because they expressed concerns about girls being raped by grooming gangs. That's messed up. It's a messed up world, and as I said, people who are outside the UK and are in places like America, they can very clearly see what is happening to Britain, and they are terrified. They are ashamed of us. They are upset. This is a country that they have once and for many years looked up to as a nation of freedom, a great ally in the West, and now we're just ruining it. We're destroying this great nation, and it is very, very sad. And I think Jordan Peterson, he was absolutely spot on with everything he said there. Anyway, I'm Chloe Dobbs. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you press the notification bell if you haven't, so you don't miss out on any more of our videos. See you next time.